Good morning students. In the previous class we have seen the properties, general characteristics of the 16th element, group 16th element. So now let us discuss about preparation, properties and uses of dioxazine. Dioxazine is nothing but O2 here. Let us discuss about the preparation first of all. Generally in preparation, in the first preparation here, by heating oxygen, means we have to heat the oxygen which is containing salts like means such as nitrates, permanganates, chlorates. So when you heat this, automatically what will happen means it will release the gas. Okay, so first of all we have to take here 2K Cl3. When you heat it in the presence of manganese oxide, it will give 2KCl plus 3O2. So dioxazine means what here? O2. So that only we have to prepare. So coming to here, 2KClO3 is nothing but what here? Potassium chlorate. Okay. So this is the first preparation. Permanganates also we can take here, that is 2KMnO4. When you heat it, K2MnO4 plus MnO2 plus O2. So what we need? Dioxazine we need. That only we have got this. So this is the name of potassium permanganate. Okay. So this is the first preparation. What we have did, dioxazine can be prepared in the laboratory. Okay, this can be prepared in the laboratory like this. First of all, by heating oxygen which is containing salts such as potassium chlorate, potassium KNO3 also you can take. So when you take KNO3, automatic 2KNO3, if you are taking, automatically what will happen? Potassium nitrate and oxygen will release. In the same way, when you treat with permanganate, when you heat that compound, so when you are heating these compounds, automatically what will happen? It will form the dioxazine molecules. Let us see second preparation. By thermal decomposition, means what here? By thermal decomposition of the oxides. So when you do heating on the oxides of metals which is having very low series, we are getting some metals, oxides of higher oxides of some metals we are going to get. So now let us see, when you do thermal decomposition of oxides of metals, so when you do that, automatically it will form here. If you take metallic oxide, silver oxide, it will form 4Az plus O2. Okay. In the same way, if you take 2HgO, it will form 2Hg plus O2. In the same way, 2Pb3O4 gives rise to 6PbO plus O2. 2PbO2 gives rise to 2PbO plus O2. So means what we are preparing here? Dioxazine. So these are the oxides of metals. So what it is giving? It is giving metals plus higher dioxazine molecules. So this is the second preparation. So it can be prepared from water or we can say air. So when you do electrolysis of water, okay, so the release of hydrogen at the cathode and oxygen at the anode, if you have observed. So industrially, dioxazine is obtained from air by first removing carbon dioxide, water vapor, then remaining gases are liquefied and fractional distillation, it will give dinitrogen and dioxazine. So like this also these are given. So if you take in the third preparation, what will happen? Hydrogen peroxide is readily decomposed into water and dioxide by catalyst. like finally divided metals like manganese dioxide we can say. So means what, which type of metals? If you are taking H2O2, 2H2O2, this is a hydrogen peroxide we can say. So in the presence of manganese dioxide, automatically what it will give? It will give 2H2O plus O2. Okay, so like this it can give. So these are the preparations of the dioxygen. If you have observed, we have prepared everywhere dioxygen. So this dioxygen mainly where it will be used? It mainly in the atmosphere we can say. Now let us discuss about properties. So properties, in properties, let us see about here. First of all, physical properties. Physical properties is what? Dioxygen is a colorless and odorless gas we can say. Okay, and also soluble in water. Soluble in water we can say. And also it can be used in marine and aquatic life. Okay, so it liquefies at 90 degrees Kelvin and freezes at 55 Kelvin. So it has 3 stable isotopes, that is 16O, 17O, 18O. So these are the 3 isotopes of the dioxygen molecule. So it is paramagnetic we can say. O2 will be in the paramagnetic. Why? Because if you have observed the molecular orbital diagram of O2, so it is a paramagnetic. Why? Because it is having unpaired electrons also. Okay, so these are the matter. These are nothing but here physical properties. Now let us go to chemical properties. Generally dioxygen directly react with all metals and non-metals except some metals like Au, Pt, platinum, and some noble gases. So it combination with other elements is strongly exothermic reaction we can say. Why? Because here to initiate the reaction some external heating is required. Okay, so means what here? Bond dissociation energy of oxygen double bond is very high. So let us see some of the reactions here. First of all, if you take 2Ca plus O2, it will give 2CaO. Okay, and also 4Al plus 3O2, it will give 2Al2O3. P4 plus 5O2, it will give P4O10. C plus O2 gives rise to CO2. 2ZNS plus 3O2 gives rise to 2ZNO plus 2SO2. Okay, and also we can say CH4 plus 2O2 gives rise to CO2 plus 2H2. So these are reacting with metals, and also these are reacting with non-metals, and also some of the noble gases also it can react. So this is nothing but chemical properties. And some compounds are catalytically oxidized we can say. For example, if you are taking 2SO2 plus O2 in the presence of V2O5, this is a contact process we can say. 2SO3 it is forming. Okay, and also if you take 4HCl plus O2 in the presence of cuprous chloride, you will be getting chlorine gas and water. So means what? A binary compound of oxygen with another element, it is called oxides we are saying. Yes or no? If suppose if you have observed, so a binary compound of oxygen with a metal, what we can say, with another element, it is an oxide. So oxygen react with most of the elements of the periodic table we can say to form oxides. In many cases one element form 2 or more oxides. Okay, so because of this is all the properties and preparation of the oxides. So then where it is used? So what are its uses? Let us discuss about uses. So what is its uses? So generally it is used in respiration and also combustion process. Where it is used? So it is used in respiration and combustion process. That is, for example, oxygen is used in oxyacetylene welding process in the manufacture of many metals, we can say, and particularly steel. So when you get steel, there will be oxygen is used as oxyacetylene welding in the manufacture of metals, particularly what we can say, steel, we can say. Okay, oxygen cylinders are widely used for hospitals and also for high altitude flying, mountaineering. Okay, the combustion of fuels like hydrogens in liquid oxygen, which will give rocket fuels. For rocket fuels also this can be used. Where we can be used? Oxygen cylinders can be used. Is used in where? Hospitals, altitude flying and mountaineering. So these are the uses of the dioxygen. Okay, so this is nothing but preparation, properties and uses. Now let us discuss about simple oxides. So generally oxides can be simple, we can say. Yes or no? So what we can say, oxides will be simple. So oxides is simple. Example we can say here MgO, Al2O3 or mixed. These are simple oxides, or we can say mixed oxides we are having, that is Pb3O4, Fe3O4. So simple oxides can be classified on their basis of acidic, basic, or we can say amphoteric character. Amphoteric is nothing but both acidic and basic. So when oxide combined with water to give an acid, we call it as acidic oxide. So when acidic, which will give a base with water, we call it as basic oxide. So in general metal oxides are basic, we can say. So some of them which will give acidic oxides like SO2 plus H2O, when you combine with water, automatically what happens? This is an acidic. Means what? Here non-metal oxides we are reacting, so this will be having high oxidation state. Okay, so some metals in high oxidation state also will be having acidic oxide character, that is Mn2O7, CrO3, V2O5. Okay, those will also. So this is nothing but acidic oxide, we can say. The oxides which give a base with water, means when you react with base with water, automatically it will give basic oxides, we can say. So here metal oxides are basic, we can say. It will behave a dual character which will show both acidic as well as acidic, we can say amphoteric. So examples we can say here Na2O, CaO, V2O5, which will give high oxidation state of acidic character. Coming to basic character, CrO3, Mn2O7. So this is a acidic character. Coming to here, when you react with CaO plus H2O, it will give CaOH12. So this is nothing but what? Basic oxide. So here when you reacting with metals with water, automatically it is giving basic oxide. So we can take Na2O, CaO, BO. So these all will be coming under the basic oxide. Now coming to amphoteric. Amphoteric means what here? Amphoteric oxides is nothing but here both acidic and basic we can say. So what are the examples? SiO2, ZnO, PbO, Al2O3, Sb2O3, BeO, SnO2. So these all will give acidic as well as alkalis for example. Okay. So these are the examples of acidic oxide. So now let us see one type of oxides. So first of all we are having what here? First of all we are having acidic oxide. So acidic oxides we can say acid anhydrous we can say. So means what? When we dissolve in water, automatically what will happen? It will form acids. So here what will happen? These solutions turn blue to red litmus. Means in the laboratory if you have seen, the litmus paper will turn to blue to red, we can say acid. So here the pH will be how much will be having? Less than 7 we can say. Okay. So here example if you have taken, this is the example CO2, NO2, N2O3, SO3, N2O5, P4O6, P4O10, SO2, Cl2O, Cl2O7. So these are the examples of the acetic acid. So means what? It react with only non-metals. Okay. So means what happens here? Generally non-metal oxides are acidic we can say. But oxides of some metals in high oxidation state also will be having acidic oxide. So means what here? These will be having high oxidation state. That's why it is showing oxidation state. Now second one we are having basic. So basic oxide is nothing but what here? When we dissolve in water, it will form alkalis, and the solution here red to blue we are giving, it is giving litmus paper. Red will change into blue color and the pH will be here greater than 7. Okay. Sorry, pH here less than 7. Here pH will be greater than 7 we can say. And also here mainly it will react with what here? Metals we can say. Okay. So then what will be having? Na2O example, K2O, CS2O, CaO, BaO. So these will be basic oxide. And the next step we are having here is peroxides. Peroxides means what here? It will react with dilute acids and form peroxide. That one means what here? Dilute react with and form H2O2 compulsory. That one we call it as peroxides. Here if you have observed, the examples will be Na2O, Na2O2, K2O2, Rb2O2, CS2O2, CaO2, SrO2, BaO2. So these are the peroxides. And next one we are having dioxides. Next type what we can take, dioxide. Dioxide is nothing but what here, like peroxide only, but they contain excess of oxygen, we can say. It will not give H2O2 with dilute acids. Okay, so for example, if you have taken MnO2 plus 4HCl, it will give MnCl2 plus Cl2 plus 2H2. Means what, they are evolving Cl2 on action with HCl, and also on O2 on action with concentrated H2SO4 they will be. If you take, this is only with a sulfuric acid, it will give what here, 2MnSO4 plus O2 plus 2H2. So if you have observed what I have told you, these are like peroxides only, but this is not giving any peroxide. These are giving the excess of acids, if you have seen. So when we are treating dilute acids with the metals, so automatically what it is giving, for this it is giving chlorine, for this it is giving dioxide. So this is nothing but dioxides. And the next type we are having here, superoxides or hyperoxides, we can say. So superoxides is nothing but what here, they contain less oxygen and then normal valency of the electrons. So means what here, KO2 we can say. Examples, RbO2 and also CSO2. So what happens, they contain less oxygen, we can say. So means if you have observed here, oxidation state +1 2x is equals to 0, 2x is equals to -1, x is equals to -1/2. So means what, if you do for each oxidation state, it will be giving -half is the oxidation state. So these type of compounds we call it as superoxides. And coming to next one, we are having suboxides. Suboxides is nothing but what, they also contain less oxygen, the normal valence of the electrons, we can say. So here example we can take C3O2, C5O2, C12O9, N2O, Pb2O, H2O. So these also contain less oxygen, but with from the normal valency of the elements, we can say. Next one we are having what here, amphoteric oxides. So amphoteric oxides means what, both acids and bases, we call it as amphoteric oxide. Both acid and base, we call it as amphoteric oxide. Example we have seen here, Al2O3, ZnO, BeO, PbO, SnO, SnO2, Sb2O3, Cr2O3, Ar2O3. We can say H2O is also an amphoteric oxide. Why? Because it also acts as an both acidic and basic oxide. And next one we are having what, neutral oxide, which is not having acidic and basic character. Okay, neither combine with acid nor with base to form salts, we call it as. So means what, CO, NO, N2O. So which is not having acidic and basic character, we call it as neutral oxides. And next one we are having mixed oxides, we can say. So mixed oxide means what here, they behave as mixture of two simple oxides, we can say. Means by mixing of two simple oxides, we can say mixed oxides. For example, if you have taken 4Al plus 3O2 gives rise to 2Al2O3. Okay, so means what, by simple oxide it can form. So for example, if you have taken Mn3O4, it can give 2MnO plus MnO2. So these are the two simple oxides. That one we call it a what here, mixture oxides we can say. Okay, so this is nothing but, and also non-metals also it can form the oxygen. In the same way, if you have taken Pb3O4 also, 2 PbO plus PbO2, and also Fe3O4, FeO plus Fe2O3. So these are the oxides classification. So tomorrow we can discuss about the ozone preparation properties and uses. Thank you.